Hi, I'm Jennifer Bardot, and I'm the host today on the Grit Talk Show, and I'm excited to have Sheila. She's a contributing author in growth in the Deconstructing Grit collection. So, to kick us off, can you tell everybody a little bit about who you are?
I'm the CEO and a co-founder of Spry Digital. We're a digital solutions agency and have been in business over 13 years now. And we focus on helping find that right user experience and helping design and develop and support it. So we focus in on websites, web applications, and customer self-service portals.
And you've been incredibly successful. I mean, the list of achievements that you've received just from the short time that I've known you, since was before COVID. I love your energy and your aura and your leadership and your humility. Where did you instill that mindset to help carry you to the leader that you are today?
I was very, very lucky to get my first job at Edward Jones when I started college in customer service there. I was the second person hired at their help desk. And I had 20 years of learning the Jones way and the Jones culture, and they poured a lot of time and energy into us as leaders. And when I left after 20 years, I just knew I had the right set of skills and mindset to continue to grow and lead. And so I was able to take that and really pour it into the company and be a really thoughtful leader to help transform not only what the workplace could look like, but helping people achieve their best.
And you truly do that, not only within your business, but within the community. I mean, you're the president of the St. Louis Women's Forum. Tell us more about that role of your civic mindset.
Yeah, so I've always been someone who gave back to the community. I think it was just something I learned in college as a sorority woman in Delta Zeta. Part of our whole thing was giving back, and that's carried through. The Jones way was giving back to the community, so it's just been a natural part of what I do. I love mentoring. I love helping people see what they can achieve, which is why I love helping people do digital transformation too. It's about really helping that vision of who you want to be and the community to be. And in the St. Louis Forum, that's a women's organization of C-suite women in St. Louis. And I had the opportunity to join the board and help them with their digital transformation. And so that's how I got on the board. Is like they wanted help with technology, and I said, that's my specialty. And 6 years into it, I was the president for the last 2 years, and I have graciously turned it over starting last week, and I'm excited to continue to find ways to contribute in that group, but also in our community.
So 13 years as an entrepreneur. Tell us about that journey, because I know now you're helping much larger organizations. So what does that transition into your leadership journey of your own business look like for you?
Yeah, I think growth. So I wrote in the growth book, and I think growth mindset and really thinking about what you as a leader have to give in order to help get people to see where you think things need to go, and helping them understand the why around it so that they understand their part of it. So to be a good leader, and I wrote about this in the book, is really understanding yourself, what your strengths are, and how do you lean into those strengths. So being very introspective is really a key part of being a transformational leader, but being able to really communicate what your vision is and helping people see how that aligns to what they're doing. So I think transformation happens in lots of different ways, in leaning into that and trying to get everyone to be a part of it and not just telling people what they need to do. So a lot of that growth that we've been able to experience at Spry is because we were able to continue to add value to our clients and have them stay with us for a long period of time. But we were also able to say we've outgrown some of our smaller clients, and we were able to help find the right partners for them. So, we started out with small startups and small nonprofits. And as we grew, we had the need to be able to say, okay, this isn't the right fit anymore. And I think a part of transformation is really being able to say what you have to let go of too. You can't hold on to everything. So all of those practices you have to use and do every day.
Absolutely. And I think just in life in general, we're constantly evolving. And I love the fact that you very much have tied in personal with professional in regards to the introspective to allow your business to grow and constantly having that growth mindset. And then kind of trimming away the things that are no longer a fit to continue to flourish and grow. I think of a bush of, trimming on pruning, so.
I just did that to my hydrangeas this weekend. So
then they can continue to flourish
absolutely.
and grow.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. And obviously you're a change maker in our community. So thinking introspectively, what are some of the things what are your whys?
Oh, my whys. Women's rights is probably my biggest shout out next to social justice issues. So those are two things that I really lean into. I really try to help women who want to help us be equals, and really help us have those tough conversations of what we have to do across all parties, across everywhere, in order for women to have the rights that we deserve. So that's really kind of one of my number one things.
Which is probably why you're up on the stage for the YWCA this year.
Yeah, last year I did receive the YWCA Academy Leader recognition, and this year I'm on the committee to help recognize this year's class.
That's incredible. And you received Top Titan. Tell us more about that if people have never heard of that award.
Titan 100, that was the second year, this last year, and I was named a Titan 100. And now there's Titan 100 groups across the country, and this is C-suite individuals who are recognized for growing their companies, leading their companies, leading in the community. So
not only do you instill that mindset in other businesses, but you've embraced that in your own journey and yourself as an entrepreneur and how you show up in the community. And I love that. And the last award that I really wanted to really highlight, the fact that you received was receiving the fastest growing company business award. And I think that was actually coming out of COVID, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So we doubled during COVID. It was because we were doing the right things. We had the right business model. We were already had that flexible work environment. So when everybody went home, we actually had people even more leaning into being as productive as possible, and having developers, that was their sweet spot. So that really helped us continue to not miss a beat in what we were doing. And we've kind of hit a plateau with growth. So we won the Inc. 5000 fastest growing company 2 years in a row. This year, we kind of took a deep breath, because when you double in size, you hit operational efficiency issues, and you've just got to take a breath. And so we've kind of said, let's get everything lined up. Let's make sure we're really the right size to continue that growth. And we've got the right leadership in place to make that happen.
That's exciting. And I love that you reflect that you needed a breath, but I can't wait to see what's next and what that journey in the future looks like for you. So can you give us a sneak peek of what the future looks like for Spry and for you?
Yeah. So we continue to bring in employee ownership in the company. So we had a big change this last month where two of our founders were bought out by one of the employees. Wow. And he's our chief operating officer, who's been helping us get our operations in sync. We brought one of the G.R.I.T authors, Beth Gunter, in as our chief revenue officer and an owner. And we really have been focusing on how do we add value from a digital transformation perspective, really looking at, I am also looking at becoming a chief transformation officer in a fractional way to help smaller organizations who really need to make that transition think about, how do you make the right technology decisions? How do you get that growth going? And how do you make transformation happen?
That's incredible. And I just can't wait to see all the awards and all the achievement that you guys have in the horizon as you start strategically placing people in the right places and encouraging growth within your organization.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks.
So is there any words of wisdom or affirmations that help get you up and keeping that growth mindset every day?
Ooh, I think when I'm able to help people solve problems that are keeping them from being successful, that's what keeps me going. So I always look at, who am I going to be talking with today? How can I help them? Whether it's an employee, or a part of our organization, a client, someone I'm mentoring, just who am I going to interact with that I can help possibly solve a problem for them? And that keeps me going. That keeps me learning more about the communities we are living in, the decisions that are being made. And, I get the most out of that than anything else.
I love it. So it sounds to me as though it's that servant leadership mindset of constantly giving and growing from giving. Yeah. That's beautiful. Okay. Well, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being here today, Sheila.
Thank you for the opportunity. It was fun just chatting with you.
And I love your humility. You've achieved so much success, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Thank you. Well, same to you. You just keep growing and exploring, and I love watching your journey. And it's been fun getting to know you when we met pre-COVID and how much things have changed for you. And I wish you all the best too with the new show.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.